Welcome to another episode of Outlander Media Network. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey, and I'm with Rick DeJesus. I said it right the first time.
Tongue twisted.
I got twisted.
Now, well, it's DeJesus, Rick DeJesus.
Is it really?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Yep.
He's from Adelitas Way. He's going to perform here at the Concourse in Knoxville, Tennessee. Welcome on board.
Happy to be here. Ready to go.
All right. Y'all got a quick start with y'all's band because y'all had a single right out the gates that hit the WWE right off the bat.
It seems that way, but it was a journey. We went through a journey. You know, we started in 2005, and we gotta be aware of that.
No problem.
Okay. It started in 2005, and we grinded from there, and then our debut album came out in 2009. But there was a lot of grinding from 2005 to 2009, and then we got our opportunity with Invincible in the WWE, which was a great opportunity. We loved working with them. It led to a lot of great experiences for us, relationships. We got to go to a bunch of WWE events. We were on Raw. We were in the video game Raw vs. SmackDown. It was just a really, really cool partnership for us.
Y'all still keep up with the WWE by any chance?
It's not that we keep up with them, but they did contact us back for another song we had called Ready for War, Pray for Peace. And they used that for the TLC Tables, Ladders, Chairs event, which was awesome. And we've got a great relationship with the WWE. They've been a cool part of our career.
Y'all are touring right now with Classless Ad. How long is this tour going till?
This tour's about a month long. It's been great. Just pretty much every place we've been has been just really great turnout, really great fans. It's been about 22 shows I think total. So good fun run.
And when y'all get done with this tour, where were y'all heading next after that?
So we'll wrap this tour up. We're going to Florida after tonight, and then we'll head over to Texas. We'll head over to Colorado. We'll do Idaho, Salt Lake City. Then we'll wrap the tour up, and then the next tour we're about to announce is we're gonna go out with Skillet, which we're really excited about. We're gonna do some U.S. dates, and then we're gonna go in Canada with Skillet, who is one of our favorite bands to tour with.
All right, that's real good. Matter of fact, they were another band that benefited from the WWE also.
Yeah, they're great. They're great people.
And will y'all be having new music coming up soon this year, or?
Yeah, we just released 2 new songs just maybe like a week or 2 ago. Nights Like This and Other Side, but that's just the first couple of releases from even more coming. Yeah, so there's a couple we're really excited about. There's a song called Speak My Mind, which just sounds like a classic Adelitas Way banger. And then we got Fire Inside, which we think is going to be great for the Skillet tour. It's kind of in line with when we decided to dabble in the strings and orchestra in that song. So we're really excited for this record that's coming up, and we're just excited every time we get in the studio and make new music. We have a great time in there.
I've talked to a lot of other artists, and a lot of them some don't even release albums like they used to because they're having a hard time selling them like they used to.
We don't have a problem selling records. I think at this point in our career, we've got such an amazing fan base. We're very blessed. We've got a lot of support. So I think at this point in our career, we just go into the studio whenever we want. And that's kind of how we do it. We just say, all right, I want to go in. And then I'll go in, and we'll go in the studio for 5-6 days, 12 hours a day, and then go and play some shows. I'll go spend time with my kids and my family, and then I'll say, I feel like going back in. I'll go back in the studio. So I'm always in the studio.
Hey, well, like I said, people like us, we still buy the CD, so don't fear, we're still there.
Yeah, we still make CDs, vinyls. We'll put this record that we're releasing now. We released Dig Deep off this record so far. We released Nights Like This and Other Side. We'll put out Speak My Mind and Fire Inside next, and then we'll make a compilation, which will release a full album at the end of it.
That makes more sense because we bought the last CD I bought from you guys was here at this venue. Matter of fact, it was
Shine On. Was it the Shine On record?
It sure was, and y'all were here with Gemini Syndrome.
Awesome.
That's been a couple of years ago.
It was a couple of years, 2 years ago, I think.
I always look for a CD whenever I go to a show.
We got a new one
I
here
still
tonight.
order online.
We got a new one, yep.
And I still order online. Like I said, we joke about it all the time. They'll see me in the gym, and I still got my CD Walkman where I'm working out on the cardio machine. Don't judge.
I'm not judging. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
We got over like 3,000 or 4,000 CDs, and But sometimes you got to be careful with the gym because sometimes you can listen to all 10 songs in 15 seconds if you drop that CD while you're listening to it.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Y'all got any festivals or anything coming up this year?
Not really. I mean, we the festivals kind of, ever since we went independent, I think the number one thing that's changed is the festivals alienated us quite a bit, and then I think some of the outside of bands like Skillet and Creed and a couple of our friends, you know, I think that the biggest change for us that we've noticed after becoming an independent band was the festivals kind of alienated us. Other major label acts kind of alienated touring with us, even though we're selling tickets, and then radio kind of alienated us. But none of that really slowed us down, which is why I love today's music industry. It's all about the fans. It's all about having that direct connection with the fans. It's all about connecting with your fans through the music. So even when it feels like all the forces of the music industry are going against you, you can still have breakout success, which we've had. And we like kind of flying under the radar. So the answer is no, we really don't have any festivals. We haven't really played any festivals in the past, you know, almost 10 years it's been.
Well, we saw you at a festival 2 years ago.
Which one?
Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge is an independent-owned festival. It was. So that was a unique opportunity for us. Yeah, you nailed down the one festival that we played in the past 10 years. And it's independently owned. It was independently owned.
Yeah.
And that's why we were able to play it.
Yeah, like I said, we always look for you guys whenever y'all are playing, and y'all are dynamite on stage.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even really, at this point, we don't really even think about them very much. You know, like when we're making our plans, we don't really look at the festival scene as part of our game plan. You know, it's kind of like if you're going after something that's not really paying you any attention, at some point you've got to stop paying it attention. And I think over the past like 4 or 5 years, we haven't even like discussed any of those festivals, and we really don't care. It doesn't really affect our lives at this point. So again, that would upset some bands, but it really doesn't bother us.
Well, like I said, we've got at the point where we don't hardly do the festivals anymore because they're like 3 or 4 days long. You're trying to fight up to get up to the front of the stage. When I can come to like a regular arena or come to
right.
A 1,000-seater, and I can
more for your,
no matter what.
Those are like a little bit of an ego boost, because the reality is we have the one thing that matters the most, and that's an amazing fan support and an amazing love from the fans. And that's what you play the festivals for. That's what you do all these things in the hope one day that you're going to have this great fan base. We've already got that. So we're more focused on the love and support we have, the fans we have, instead of feeling disgruntled or discontent with what we're not getting. We've kind of just separated the things that we don't get, pushed them out of our lives, don't really think about them or focus on them, and we just kind of do our own thing and focus on our fans and gating fans that could be our fans.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's like, you know, like with like music listening, like a lot of my favorite place to listen to for advertisement is I Love Octane.
Octane's great. I mean, even them, they're kind of falling off on us a little bit, but we're not gonna give up on them. I understand though, because there are a lot of new young bands that need an opportunity. We were a new band that was seeking an opportunity. Octane gave that to us. I feel like in their eyes we might be a little bit of a legacy act, a little bit of an older act, and I'm gonna keep my the thoughts I have on Octane very positive and very grateful for all the songs they did support, and I think that it's a great platform for newer artists to be heard. But as far as any of our newer music, they seem pretty hesitant to play some of our newer stuff, and I think it might be due to the fact that they're just focused on maybe giving some of these younger bands a chance, which we support also. So.
Are y'all still living in Las Vegas area, or have y'all moved away?
We all moved away, so we all live in different places now. We're scattered across the map. But Vegas is a beautiful place. It's great, and we were based out of there for over a decade, so a lot of love for Las Vegas.
Where are you living at now? Which area are you living in now?
Well, we're all living in different places. I'm living in the Scottsdale, Arizona area. Trevor's in North Carolina. Andrew's still in Las Vegas and Grayson's in Colorado. So
Oh, I didn't know. I thought maybe y'all might, because I saw where y'all had done one of your albums in Nashville area. I thought, well, maybe one of these guys living in the Nashville area.
no, our studio's in Nashville that we work out of mainly. So our main producer, Jake Shear, who's also the singer of New Medicine, he's our producer. He's based out of Nashville.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
Like I say, we're getting ready. We'll be going to Vegas. We go to Vegas in April.
I love it. Vegas is one of my favorite places in the world.
That one right there, the Kirby lady, she's bust all the way out to Vegas before.
Oh, that's amazing.
Greyhound, old school.
Wow. You like to party.
I was very young. I'll just say that. I was young.
Sometimes you gotta hop on a bus and go to Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, I don't think I could ever do it right down to this age. I was like, oh God, no.
You and me both. When I go to Vegas, I go to the spas, I go shopping, and I eat. Right now.
That's what I was telling somebody, like, when we do the festival thing, we have to have a hotel, because I've been standing that hot stuff all damn day.
Right.
And I got to have a shower.
And you gotta get the hotel so far in advance, because everyone's getting them, you know?
Well, the problem is, like I say, if you don't get the hotel far in advance, you're going to be paying the nice hotel price.
Yeah.
She told us when we did Blue Ridge last year, and she was telling me, because we got our hotel early, and I paid for this real bad hotel, and she said, well, I'm going to pick it this year. And you know what? We got the same hotel, and we walked in there, it was the same hotel room, the same cut that was out of the desk.
Oh.
It had a screen door, had ashtrays. I hadn't seen ashtrays in a hotel in
They
forever.
literally gave you the same room.
They
We had
gave us the same room.
exact room.
Wow, it's like they saw you on the schedule, like, put them here. Put them here.
We were just trying to figure out who all was on the lab when we were at that hotel.
That's funny.
But you didn't. I mean, it was either that or sleep outside. And well, we'd stayed there the year before, and she had a comforter. She brought it because she was a little questionable on the sheets, and
Oh, yeah?
we used that comforter. And we went to the festival that day. We came back, and they had cleaned our room out and made the bed with her comforter.
That's pretty funny. Sometimes you gotta get a tent. Maybe outside could be better. Sleeping bag time.
So y'all will be going with Skillet later this year. Y'all gonna do any kind of a song with Skillet or anything like that?
No, we're not going to do a collab with them. We're going to go and enjoy a nice tour with them. We're going to end with Capulet Fest in Connecticut. That's the last date, and then from there we're going to gear up to do an anniversary tour of our own. We're going to come out at the top of the year, and we're going to do the Homeschool Valedictorian tour, where we play our second album, Homeschool Valedictorian, from front to back, and that's going to be a pretty exciting set for us to do, because it's obviously our biggest record. That record has 4 top 5 hits on it, 2 #1 singles, and it's got hundreds of millions of streams. So it'll be something that'll be cool for the fans and cool for us too.
I will definitely be at that show for sure.
Let's go.
We might be at the Skillet show too.
Let's rock and roll. I'm ready.
You can't go wrong with him. This is what we're having a hard time. Like May is going to be a rough month for us, because we're trying to figure out which show to go to, because there's so many bands are now touring so constantly. It's hard to pick from.
Yeah, I think we're gonna not be part of that. I think we want to start making our tours more valuable, and we want to start making our tours more exciting. So I think we're looking to just tour where it makes sense. We're not looking to be road dogs anymore. We're not looking to be out every couple months. We're gonna scale it back, make our tours more like valuable when we come out. That's the focus for us. So that's the plan from here on out. And then the rest of the time we're gonna go in the studio, or we'll just spend time and really get to spend time with our loved ones, because that's something I don't want to miss out on. I'm raising 2 little girls, and I've got an amazing wife that I've got to pay attention to. So I've got to balance it all out. And I think the best way to do that is by making the touring more important when we announce a run, and then kind of having a little bit of a balance, instead of always being known as a band that's just always on the road. I think those days are behind us.
Yeah, well, one of the things on tour now is when COVID hit that whole year and nobody was on the road.
We were the first ones out. We were the first band to tour out of COVID. First ones. You can look it up. We were the first band. We were the first
That's
bands
awesome.
out.
And like I said, it was just like, it was weird. It was like, couldn't go nowhere. I mean, I did do a concert during that year. It was a Great White.
Okay.
And they were playing at some place, and it was social distance, and Oh, Lord. I said, oh.
I'm glad that's a distant memory.
I mean, I never thought that the concerts and all that would have been taken away from us for a whole year. And like with me and her, we're, like I say, we're nurses when we're not doing this.
We're back now, though.
And so we had to work the whole time. Like, we're watching people don't have to go to work, get a check, and then we don't have no entertainment to go to release what we've been doing all day.
We were doing live streams online. We were doing a lot of live stream concerts, and then once we figured out that it was go time, we went.
What was your first venue when you, I know you got to know.
I think we played the Forge in Joliet in Chicago. I think that was the first concert we came back out for. Filled, packed room. It was great.
I mean, it was like that first year when they got back on the road, we still saw people in masks, and now you don't really see the people wearing the masks in the shows like you used to. I mean, it was just, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what happened to America that year.
I'm happy to see some normalcy here. I'm happy that we're back.
We were real happy. That was a long year.
It's rough. I hope nothing like that happens again.
Oh, God.
If it does, we will be live streaming for our fans. So.
All right, well, Rick, we're going to wrap this up so you get back to get ready for the night. Thank you for taking time out with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you can follow Rick and Adelitas Way on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook.
Yep. And I just wanted to take a minute to thank the fans. Follow us on everything, and I want to encourage the fans to be involved in your communities, because if anything ever happens again like what happened in 2020, I think it's more important to know your neighbors, be involved in your community, and stop letting the media and all the bad news cause fear-mongering for us. If our communities are tight, if we're sticking together, the bad news means nothing. So be involved in your community, and thank you for the love and support.
Very well said there, Rick. We appreciate it. And we're going to close this off for Outlander Media, and we'll be checking out the show tonight. Peace.
Lately it's been paying dividends and residuals. I just love to be myself, not your typical individual. I see every trait of mine like it's